I have a Rubik's Cube here. I'm going to demonstrate how to do the first layer, which is pretty easy. And there are some algorithms, but I'll just show you how to do it the easy way without really memorizing a bunch of algorithms. Um, so the first thing, each cube has a centerpiece on the 3x3. So this never changes here, the centerpiece. So we got yellow, green, orange, white. So that will basically all the pieces on this side have to be that color for it to work. So that basically means each cube will have one spot it can go in only. So even if this is all blue, it might not be right because these have to match too. So this would be blue in this part, this would be orange. So this has to be a blue-orange cube right here. So following that instruction, we can get started. So I'll start with the white on top because it has the Rubik symbol there. And that's what I usually start with. So there's a couple options we have. So I will explain what we're trying to do. We want the plus sign first. So you start with solving for the plus sign or the cross, and then we'll do these four corners here after that. And that will complete the first layer. So there are a couple options. Right now we have one that is white on top and then only one. So if you have that, if you have one or two, you're going to want to get one of them correct. So this is not correct because we have blue and red. This is blue, this is blue. So therefore, this piece has to be over here. So one turn will do that. So if you have one correct, just get it with rotating once or twice, you know, a couple times, whatever it takes to get it there. And just always keep this color on top that you're working with. So you know this will be called the top layer. So that is how that one will start. Now there's no more on top, so we have to do something else. So the next step, I'll flip it upside down to kind of look on the very bottom. And if it's on the very bottom, we can just do a 180 and get it to the top. So for example, this is orange and white. It's not going to go here, but it is going to go on this side. So what I'll do, I'm going to look at the bottom, I'm going to move it so the orange matches up. So we got this piece is right, but it's not on the top, it's on the bottom. So to get to the top, once it's completely opposite, we just do a 180. So now that one is correct, that one is correct, and it didn't mess up this in the process. We're going to do the same thing here. We got the red and white piece. So I'm going to line it up. So the reds are lined up there, white's in the bottom. And we want that one to be on top, just like that, just like before. So do the 180 again. And now we have red, blue, and orange, all correct. And now there's none on the bottom that are correct. So we will go a different method to get the last one working. So the last piece is right here that we need. There's only one more piece that has white as an edge. And it's green, and it's going to go up here. So if we go like this, that doesn't work because the white is on the wrong side. So what we're going to do, we need to get the white back on the bottom like we did before. Now if we move it to the bottom, it messes up this piece. So what we're going to do, we're going to move it to the bottom, get it out of the way like that, directly underneath where it needs to be, and then we're going to rotate this side again to get this piece back in the correct spot. Now this is on the bottom, we're going to do the same thing we did before and do it twice. And that solves that part. So now we have the white cross or plus sign. And you might think these pieces are correct. They may be, they may not be. We'll check. That one's not because it needs to be green and red. This one is not because it needs to be blue and orange. So there's only 4 pieces right now that are correct on that top layer. So a couple different ways. The easiest way is if you see a white cube on the bottom corner like this, and right now none of those are. So that's a little bit more difficult. So what I'll do, I'm just going to move this one to the side to get this white down here on the side, and it didn't mess anything up here. So I'm going to hold the cube in this position. I have white, red, and green. I'm going to rotate the cube, the top two layers, so this piece is going to go up to from the bottom right corner to the top right corner. So this piece is going right here. If the white is facing you, that's going to be one of the options. The other option is going to be on the side, other option on the bottom. Those are the only three choices. So essentially every cube you want to get on the bottom right, bring it to the top right. So the steps we're going to take whenever it's in the front like that are going to be move it down to get out of the way, move that one over, move the down again, and then move the right. So it's basically down, right on the side, and then it gets that one correct. And in doing so, it got this one here for us. So now we're going to do the same thing with this. We want the blue and orange and white. So that's going right up here. Now it's down there. Now this one's on the right side. It's not in the front like it was last time. This is just as easy. It's just 3 turns. Actually, this one's a little bit easier. It's the right side. Bring it down to match them up, and then go back to the right. And that one's all set. So now we have these two, and then we just have 2 more to go. We got one more here. Let's try this. So we got blue, red, and white. It's already in the right spot. Same steps we just did. 1, 2, 3. And then now we got one here. We'll move that one like we did in the first step. So it's down, right. And there you go. First layer complete. Practice that a few times. You'll have it done in 30 seconds or less to do it. Stay tuned for more.